Hey YouTube, it's at that curly girl Lala, and I am coming to you tonight for a truth moment. About a year ago, I started my channel. Check it out. You can see that most of my videos were posted about this time last year. And I started posting, and I was super excited, and I was posting on YouTube, and I was posting on TikTok, and I was posting on Instagram. And then I really started getting into this really depressive mode. I started getting really depressed and getting down on myself because I have all these gifts. I sing, I make hair product, I am a genealogist, and everything that I was being told was your channel is got to be about one thing. And I'm like, but I'm gifted in more than one thing. Like, I have all these talents. I make candles. I do a lot, right? And I'm like, I'm multi-gifted. And so what do I do, and how do well, the algorithm won't be able to figure out what you are, and it's gotta be a niche. It's gotta be a niche. It's gotta be a niche. And so that kind of got frustrating to me. And then I just started getting not depressed because of that, but I was getting depressed because I just felt like I wasn't really getting any sales on my store front on Amazon or on Etsy, and I wasn't really getting that many views on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. And it was just like, you start doubting yourself, like, oh my goodness, nobody wants to hear from you. You know, nobody wants your product, and you're seeing all these people, and you're seeing all these people on these different platforms, and they're like winning. And you're like, you feel like you're losing. Like, you are seriously feeling like you're losing. And then it's like, and they're like, post. And you're like, but I don't even know what to post about. And then it was like, everything that I saw was everybody was all made up and they looked perfect. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. This is work to do this hair all the time. Like, it's work. And then to put on makeup, I don't like to wear makeup all the time because it will break out my face. So it was like, man, I got to do all this. And then I have to work a full 12-hour shift because I was working 12-hour days, and then post a video, and I was exhausted. And it was like, this is like for the birds. And I'm like, and nobody's watching anyway. Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And so I got really frustrated, and I was just like, I can't, this is not, all these people are winning, and this is not probably going to work for me. Or I just got really down, and it was bad. So I just kind of gave up. And so since then, probably, I think my last video might have been April of last year or whatever. And I was getting views, but no, it just wasn't working. And so then, since then, I've been like scrolling on YouTube, scrolling, watching all these people on their gossip channels, watching the Diddy Diaries and all about Cassie and all the stuff, the crazy stuff that's been going on. And then hearing about the pastors that have gone wild and everything. And I'm like, all I'm hearing is on all these channels is like, information, right? But then it was like, subscribe. And I'm like, but all these people have hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever. Man, what does it take? What can I do? I know I have some gifts, but it just seems impossible. And one day, and I'm not lying, literally one day, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I'm scrolling, mindlessly scrolling, because I've been mindlessly scrolling for months, literally not posting anything on my channel, nothing. Look at my channel. I've got videos from last year, but I came across at Rivareveals, and I came across at Doughdash, and they're like saying, you know, how to get more subscribers, how to get more views when you don't have that many subscribers or you're not getting any views. And then if you over 50, you've got something to say. And I'm like, I do have something to say. I'm a pretty interesting person to myself. Right? You know, and so maybe somebody, you know, will want to hear me. Somebody wants to hear what you have to say. You know, get out there, you know, go out there and don't put on your makeup. Ooh, that was scary, you know. And so I did it. And no, I'm not monetized yet, but it's like I can feel it. I can feel that it's gonna happen. I can feel the momentum. I can feel that we're all like starting this revolution. It's almost like, what's that thing that happened when GameStop was gonna close, right? And GameStop was about to close, and people are like, hold up, we don't want GameStop to close. We're gonna do what we need to do, and we're gonna make the stock go crazy. And a bunch of people got together and they literally changed the system. And so I feel like we're starting this like YouTube revolution. And I believe that right now, I think I've got, as of this video, 71 subscribers, but that's okay. And I know I've got videos where there's like 1,000 people watching. I've got some videos where there's like 2 people watching. I got some videos where there's 0 people that have watched. But I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm going to keep going because I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. And I'm seeing all these people out here getting monetized. And I'm like, hold up. They're just talking about their lives. They're talking about their gifts. And the Bible says your gifts will make room for you. What gifts do you have? What gifts do you have that you need to be sharing with the world? It's like, you know, when God is saying to Moses, what's that staff in your hand? What do you have in your hand? What do you have in your hand? Whether it's 1 gift, whether it's 5, are you going to hide your gifts in the sand, or are you going to multiply your gifts? Multiplying meaning you're going to show your gifts to the world. I'm coming on here looking real crazy right now. I just got off work. I work from home. Seriously, this is not me. This is not the norm. Like I'm feeling uncomfortable. But the thing is, I feel like I wanted to share my story with you because ultimately I'm still on the same journey. I haven't got a check, but I'm believing that I'm going to get a check. I'm believing that my 71 subscribers will turn into thousands of subscribers. I'm believing that, no, my serum hasn't sold much on YouTube or TikTok or anything right now. But it's going to. I'm believing that the music that I produce and that I have sung, people are going to be able to hear, and it's going to be shared to the world. Why? Because I'm stepping out there and I'm putting myself out there. I'm stepping out on faith. I'm putting my toe in the water. I'm getting on camera and I'm using the gifts that I have. Even though they may be like all over the place and they don't fit into this niche algorithm, but I'm going to keep getting out here. I'm going to keep saying telling people what I know and sharing, because there's somebody wants to hear what I have to say. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to get off the couch, get on the camera and talk about what they're dealing with, what illness they're dealing with, what things that they've overcome, what they've learned with their children with disability, what they've learned growing up, what they've learned from their relationship, what they've learned in marriage, what they've learned in school, what type of tips that they can help. What kind of tips can you help me to grow? I don't even know how to monetize my channel. Like what? I'm not even there yet. I'm not that close to even getting there, but I believe it's going to happen. And so I have so many questions like, how do I even add an intro video? I'm going to try to add one to this video. So if you see this video and it was an intro, it's because I added it after the fact because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But the point is, we can all do this together. Here's the thing. There are people making millions of dollars on YouTube, and there's enough for all of us to eat. There's enough for all of us to eat. We all can get a piece of this pie. And the thing is, I'm tired of going to the 9 to 5 and still feeling like I have all these talents and my gifts aren't being shared. So guess what? I'm going to share my gifts to the world. What about you? Anyways, I'm at that curly girl Lala. Make sure you follow me. Subscribe. I need subscribers. I have music on YouTube. Yolanda Lawler Johnson. Check it out. It's in my description. I sell serum. I sell massage candles. I sell candles. I sell men's beard oil, and I make it myself. And if you have genealogy questions, ask me. I've got over 2,000 people in my family tree. I've been doing this for 30 years. Ask me. You got hair questions, I'll answer them. Curly hair questions, what I use, I'll answer them. Here's the thing. I'm an open book. I'm married, been married over 20 years. I have 2 grown kids and a dog named Wilbur. And that's who I am. Who are you? Have a great day, y'all. Have a great night. Get out there. Get out there. Get out there. Blessings.